Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. So a lot of our viewers are asking many questions about what they want to know about the share market, and in recent days many questions are regarding IDFC First Bank. So the questions which I have planned are in the pipeline. So as of now I am asking many questions about IDFC First Bank. The first question is when this merger takes place, wouldn't the price of IDFC First Bank shares get reduced due to the increase in the volume of shares?
Yes, but market does not work just purely on metrics. Like I was talking about Daniel Kahneman yesterday, that video. We are behavioral human beings who participate in the market. We are based on our own emotions and our behavioral patterns. So price is dictated by participants of the market, which is us as investors. Yes, volume, logically speaking, as volume increases, share dilution happens, and prices will correct. But when you look at it in the long term, these price corrections are only a blip. And if you take any shares like ITC or you take any other big companies, Reliance, Tata's, anyone which you take, you'll see these blips in their chart over a period of 5 years, 10 years. So when you look at it in the long term, which is what I keep on repeatedly saying, don't worry about it. If you've already invested in IDFC or IDFC First Bank. Now the flip of it is, let's say you've not invested in IDFC or IDFC First Bank. Then what do you do? Well, I'm not a believer in timing markets. But yes, if you're saying price correction will come, yes, price correction will happen. And yes, you can look at an opportunity to buy in those dips. Anand always keeps saying, whenever you see a dip, take some Tiffin coffee money out and look at it. So definitely there will be price corrections happening as share volumes increase. But we don't even know when the merger date is. So how long are you going to wait? Let's assume the merger date is 6 months away, 9 months away. And for some news comes in the market, some great reason, IDFC is a great investment opportunity. And a lot of FIAs move into IDFC first. And from wherever it is, 72, 73, it goes all the way up to 200. Then the merger's date is announced. And from 200, it corrects to, let's say, 170. Would it be a good price to buy at that correction? Or is it better to buy now? So I can argue both sides. I'm sure there'll be enough people who will argue the reverse. They'll say, what if IDFC continues diluting like this and the price goes down to 50 rupees? And post-merger, it goes down to 30 rupees. So should you avoid now? I see the future? I cannot see the future. Can you see the future? You also cannot see the future. And none of us can see the future. So what is the best option left? Best option left is to look at the current situation. Does it make sense? Is it a value in it? Is there value? If yes, I see value, and yes, I have some money to buy, then buy. Whichever company, whichever share you want. This is the way I suggest you look at it and not focus so much on volume of shares and price correction on it. And merger date, as far as when it's going to happen, we do not know. They have to announce it. Once they announce it, they will give enough time for you to figure out if you want to participate in this merger or not. Next question.
So the next question is, because Vapak Pinkas is disinvesting 2.7% stake in the IDFC First Bank, will there be pressure on the stock in the near term?
Yes, of course there will be. If I'm dropping 2.7% shares of a company in the market in a block deal, of course I will see price correction. And that has already happened. I think it's happening today. And you can see a price correction of 2.35%. In the morning it was 3%.
But the stock is recovered now.
Yeah, it's recovered now and it's come back up slightly. Yeah. And we'll see this happening. And you can see the volume also. The volume of shares, if you see for per day, it's been very low. And today is the day that block deal has gone through and it's corrected severely by 3% and it's recovered. Of course, if you didn't know about this news beforehand, and you were an astute investor and you knew what is happening in the market and how price corrections and block deals happen, you could have moved in at this time and bought at this price correction. Yes, it will correct. Block deals does lead to price corrections, but it doesn't always lead to price corrections. Like what happened with BAT. When BAT was doing its block deals.
Exactly the opposite thing happened.
Yes, that day the price shot up. So it's very difficult to predict which way it will go because block deals are usually done by huge institutional investors. And depending on their appetite and what they believe in the company and how much they want to put in FIAs especially, the block deals can move the price either way. So if it's an opportunity and you saw it and you caught it, I'm happy for you. Next question.
So the next question is regarding TVS Motors bonus. So when I went through the details of the TVS Motor bonus, in that they have particularly mentioned that they are going to issue 4 preferential shares for 1 equity shares. So what is preferential share and how does it differ?
Yeah, preferential shares are special shares which have special privileges, whatever the company decides. And non-convertible redeemable preferential share (NCRPS) is nothing but it is issued and the shareholders cannot convert it into equity shares. They're preferential shares. They have special privileges, but they cannot be converted into equity shares, and they hold this preferential share status. And usually that means they don't carry any voting right. And that means the company's equity base does not expand or the debt doesn't increase. I'll talk more about it in the video, especially about this TVS and why they're doing it and how they're doing it, and if you should be participating in it or what. I'll do a separate video on it, which you can watch today. In the evening, I guess it will come out.
So one more question is, will it be listed separately like Tata Motors Revere, or how can I know that this many preferential
I'll
shares
talk
are-
more in detail about it in that video. It
Okay.
won't be listed as a separate thing. I'll explain in that in the video.
Yeah.
Because it's too long to get into this into a single podcast to explain what is especially happening in TVS and how it's being executed and what is the advantage for it and why is TVS doing this. I'll explain that in a video.
So thank you for watching the podcast. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe for this channel. If you have any questions, post it in the comments. It will be answered in the upcoming videos. So thank you for watching and see you in the next video.
Bye.